going on, everybody? So I just got this in the mail. This is the AY Odin Mini, the Odin 2 Mini. Basically, we're gonna do a little showcase. I installed most of my apps on here, as you can see. I put the Citron version that I was talking about earlier in my most recent video. Well, I gotta really bring it in here. And then I put Nishu as well as Sadachi. I got PX Play in there. And that's about it. And speed test just to show the Wi-Fi capabilities of this thing. Now this came out kind of a while ago, back in July-ish of last year. So this is probably on phase 2, which will probably be coming out. They'll probably do this one again, but you know, just an improved version. So don't jump and buy this right away. I just got this because I wanted to review it. I wanted to see what it can do. I do like the clean white look. You know, I was gonna get the black one because of the PSP. But you know, again with the smudging and everything, it just sucks. Like there can't be a good matte black where it just doesn't smudge. So I just opt for the white one. I got plenty of the white devices. Might as well just keep it going for now until they come up with other colors, or a good black that doesn't smudge. But yeah, so first we're gonna do just comparisons. And we'll do a size. So it's hard to see when you see this stuff on camera. Like this controller is very small. It's not big at all. It's very small. And it's just a little bigger than the controller. When you see this, like when people are holding it like this, you're like, this is huge. No, it's not. It's very, very teensy. This is a custom PSP. And as you can see, it's just a little bigger, but the PSP is actually thicker. It stands up higher. So it's a little thinner than this, but this thing is, you know, thick. It needs power, but this had my old emulators on there for Super Nintendo, some PlayStation and stuff like that. I just haven't charged it, but you know, you can't let things go. I just love this thing, especially with the clear blue case. It's customized. And then I got plenty of PSP, so let me take those out. Obviously blue is my favorite color, so you know I had to get both. This is the Slim, this is the OLED, and this is the Odin Mini. So we'll start with these two. So as far as thickness goes, it's about the same thickness, except it has, you know, the shoulder belts right there. The L1 and R1 feel better on the Odin Mini than they do here. This feels okay, but it feels like it's maybe because it's older, but it does feel like kind of like you can move it around. This one you can move it around too, but it's more firm, and I like the click. Buttons are very nice to press. These tactile buttons are still hard to beat, man. Sony just knew what they were doing. Yeah, and these are even kind of spaced out further apart, believe it or not. It's about the same size, it's just that these buttons are bigger, but still feel great. That's no complaints. It's not like the Evo where the buttons are just a little close. It works out on the Evo. It wouldn't work out here because it'd be too cramped. The Slim is obviously slimmer. And might be just a little taller too. Let's see what else. Here it is against a Switch Lite. It's smaller than a Switch Lite. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like that much. So I wouldn't say this is a mini device. It is a mini device compared to something like this. I mean, this is the Evo, and this is a Chungus, but great ergonomics. Most comfortable handheld I played on yet. Thickness, it's almost there with the thickness, almost, but not quite. Might be the same, if not a little thinner, or the Evo might be a little thinner. It's hard to say. Like, let's see. we do one of these. Maybe the Odin sticks out a little more. It's hard to say. But as you can see, it's like if you have this, then you know this is tiny. But not a lot of people got the Evo. Completely understand why. But then we have the portal. Now this is going to be hard because I'm not taking the case off. Once this thing goes on, and you guys, once you get your portal, you'll know it's never coming off. But, you know, ergonomics aside, like it almost fits inside the screen. Like it's just, it just goes to the joysticks basically. It just covers the joysticks. So it's small. It's hard to explain because you see it online, you see it in videos, and it's like it looks smaller. They showed it like I did with the Vita, but it's really small, which is cool. But another good comparison would be this. The 406H. I still love this thing. I was playing this the other day, some Street Fighter. Got that great D-pad. Love the triggers. Again, this is a great budget handheld, very clean. It is longer, and it might be as thick, maybe as thick. They're about the same, except it's got the bumps, which are great. No bumps, right? Just the shoulder pad or the shoulder L2 and R2. The joysticks are the normal joysticks. You can take these off. I'll do it right now. Ugh. So if I want, I can put this joystick on. That's why I love these joysticks. The customization is just so great. Hold on, I gotta like line it up, and I'm doing this while looking through the camera. It's so difficult. Okay, but look at it. I mean, without looking at this one, it just, now it's become very comfortable. So I might have to get another pair of these white ones. But with these taller joysticks, you know, you get the range of motion so much. It's so much better. Not that this is bad. It's just like with no ergonomics, like the way you hold this, it's not bad. You hold it like this and you play like this. It's not uncomfortable. It's just like, you know, for shooting games and stuff like that. Again, this might not be the device. I can already tell. It's just with the bigger joysticks, it's easier to like move around with your thumb without having something to grip down here and putting all your strength or your grip into the left hand. So I might have to get more of those. I wish they were in the States because it'd get here a lot faster. I did order some gray ones. They're gonna arrive soon. I might swap out the white and the white buttons and the white joysticks on the portal and swap them off for gray ones if I like the color, and then I'll just transfer those white joysticks onto the mini. But we'll see. I kind of like the aesthetics having it with the mini joysticks because it now, if these joysticks fit this device, it does not fit the, here, this will be another great example because a lot of people have the Odin 2. So here, this is my Odin 2 white one. I want to leave these on. I don't want to take them off because it just feels so good. So now you've seen the comparison between different sizes. Now let's go to the screen because it's like the biggest issue. The vignetting, you know, the whatever, all that drama, it's there. And I'll show you a good example. Like right there, you can see like the line right here is supposed to be all white, but you see how like it wants to dim it out more than it's supposed to. And that is because, you know, whatever the LED kind of, from what I understand, is like, it's not OLED, but it kind of wants to be like the blackers are black. So it's just like trying to go as dark as possible, but I guess maybe kind of flickering on and off. That's why it looks the way it does right there. But it's not supposed to look like that. And as far as the brightness goes, this screen, like, I mean, I turned it up max and I was having no problems with like my eyesight. It looks maybe bad on camera, but for me, it's like, okay, it's not too much. Would I keep it there? Nah, it's just gonna overheat the screen. But I'm definitely not. I've seen people put it down to here. No, that's not gonna work. It's not that bright. It's bright, but it's not that bright. I still above 50. And to be quite honest, not the Odin 2, but the Portal. Another good reason why people are investing money in this is that this has it all. The OLED screen and the brightness is 800, so I never go past this point. In fact, I'm turned down some because it's just too bright. And also with the Mini, for whatever reason, the Odin tools does not work. I tried every version of the Odin tools on GitHub. It will not work. And I'm pretty sure it has to do with the screen. Something to do with the LEDs. It wouldn't, because I don't see why they would stop it from being accessible, especially if it's on the Portal, on the LCD model. Why wouldn't it be on the LED model? It has to do something with the LED. If increasing the saturation could damage the screen, well then, it is what it is. Now, does the colors look as good as the OLED? No way. Absolutely not. Not gonna lie to you guys. Like, look at that. It's good. And it's better than the LCD if you didn't have the Odin Tools pack on it. But if you do, and you increase the saturation, it's still no contest. So it's kind of a bummer, because here. Now this screen, as gray as it is, it does have to be like maxed out to like really see. All right, so I can't really do anything with the screen. But as you can see, the saturation on the Odin is 1.8. The saturation on the LED model is 1. So it's good for 1 because the colors are rich, and they pop for sure, but they don't pop as much. But unfortunately, this can't get nearly as bright, so you gotta, pros and cons of both situations. You know what I mean? Like I said, AYN is probably going to come out with an OLED model of the Mini in the summertime. I'm guarantee it, especially with probably maybe some similar specs, if not better. They might just go to another chipset, but the next Mini they do, it'll probably be like with an OLED. Wait for that, because it's going to be well worth it. The LED model, from what I can tell so far, it's great. It's just when you get used to saturation or OLED, you can't go back. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with the purchase too. Especially the white model. The resale value of this is going to be pretty good if I want to, but I can't let go of these devices. So we'll see. But here's a good example of a screen that can't be increased with saturation either. The Evo. Now, as you can see, a lot of stuff going on. Okay, as you can see, that's OLED and that's the LED, but they're both at saturation 1. So you guys can, you can make the call. Let me go up so you can see like the apps and stuff. So the colors on the the colors on the LED may be a tiny bit washed out, just a little bit, but I turned, what I could do was change the color effect from like cool, warm, neutral, and I turned it more a little to cool, and it made the colors pop a little more. But as you can see, the Sadachi, like this is a good example. The Sadachi is a brighter green than the Sadachi on the Evo. And I don't know what the Evo's brightness is, so let me turn that up. So it's halfway. So right now it looks almost the same, but the LED looks just a little more bright. And I'm okay with that, because I feel like this screen still looks like, it's hard to say. It's not better. It's just a little different, but it's not like compared to these two, it's like it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Compared to the Odins, no contest. I mean, I just can't. It's hard because it's on like it's through filming and stuff, but like you can't. This looks like it's oversaturated, but when you play games and things and it's not on camera, it looks amazing. I'm sure if you guys have this or an Odin, you played with it and then you saw it, you're like, oh my god, I can't go back. So yeah, once you go higher with saturation, it's hard, especially with OLED or like I said, one of those Odin 2 Pro screens, you can't go back. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out in case you guys were interested in purchasing the Mini. I still think it's a great purchase. But just like with the AY or with the AU Neo, I had people asking about like, you know, the Evo and stuff like that, and it's just like, don't buy it. Wait till, I mean, they already have a Pocket 2S coming out. You know they're going to do an Evo 2, whatever, probably announced in July, and it's going to have that Gen 3 or G3 Gen 3 chip, which is an overclocked Snapdragon Gen 3 chip. So the chip in my tablet, my Lenovo tablet, and I don't even know what the Gen 3 can really do because everyone's talking about the Elite. So I don't know. That's we'll have to see. But I guarantee AYN is going to come out with the Odin 3, and it's gonna. Word on the street was that they had signed a contract to do the Elite chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite that's currently out now this year, the current gen chip. I feel like they might, since the Portal just came out, they might be doing that towards the end of the year. Maybe something's going to happen with the summertime with AYN, guaranteed. I don't know if they're going to do one of these revisioned with an OLED screen or what the case may be, but hold off. But if you are in the market, this thing, from what I played with so far, is definitely worth it. This is going to be a long video too, because I just want to show off as much as I can. We haven't gotten to gameplay yet. The D-pad is bigger too, and it feels great. So no problems there. I do have my games installed here. I have not tested any game out, other than putting my settings to revision 2 for driver. Increase 400%. So we'll see, because this is still a 60 hertz screen, except, you know. Okay, so Odin's Tools doesn't work, and this is the home button, but in the settings, you can turn the home button to less sensitive, which means you only press it once. Therefore, you have that function at least. As far as ghosting goes, there's less. It's more responsive. Not dramatically, but it's more responsive. So I wouldn't put it by a high margin versus, I just put it away. Ugh. Like, you can see it. You can see that ghosting. Like, look at the time. Just, woo. Okay, and then over here, I don't have a time. The screen's too small. I had to take it off. There's ghosting, but it's just a little less. So it's a little more responsive, but I wouldn't say, again, it's like there's no ghosting. There's ghosting. They got to get rid of these 60 hertz screens and just start doing 120 all around, just because, I mean, come on. But let's get to it. So theoretically, this should all work, but you know, let's start with some easy stuff. We'll start with this. I didn't even, again, just set everything up, didn't take anything off. So let's do that. Overlay options. Oh, whoa, don't want that. Oh, see, okay, this is why it's a mini device, because doing this through the camera is really hard. Really hard. Okay, so this is already too bright. Okay. Okay, World Tour. Oh. Did I not set my controls? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. That's a great start. Make sure this isn't. I didn't even check to see if it's in. What, high performance? There we go. Smart. We'll keep it there. When people say this device gets hot, we're gonna find out. And I did charge it to 100%, but we're playing around with it a little bit. But we'll just say we'll start from 96. Speakers are good. That turn was terrible. As long as we stay at 60, that's all I care about. We're not gonna go past it. Oh boy, which one is wide? This one. Oh yeah, and it's Xbox layout for the buttons. And it's cool that you can see through them. Oops, I'm not paying attention. Man, solid 60, okay. Now that this game is demanding. And we're using Sadachi, so. Alright, so 1%. And that was not in dock mode. It's at 720 right now. It's like, what's the challenge here? Because we're so used to going above 60. Well, and we're in Sadachi. So let's see, and these don't have updates, so let's do Witcher 3. Oh, wait, let's start. Okay. Okay. Cool. Skip. Skip. New game. First start. Gotta look at that. Okay, no update. We're just using Sadachi and the turnip driver. Okay. Oh. I don't know if I have synchronized shaders on. Look at that though, 41. Let me see something though. No, see I don't have it on, so there's gonna be stuttering. My bad, guys. But you get the gist, like it's just a little underperforming than the Portal, right? And maybe not so much, because we're still getting up to 50s. It's about the same. It'll tank once we go look out the window though. Not, I wouldn't say below 30s though. Shouldn't go below 30. Yeah, see? 45, 47, not bad. This thing, oh, look at that, almost 50 outside. Woo! Yeah, okay. Pretty good. Ooh, 93. Let me first turn on that. I told you I didn't set this up. My bad. Let's see how Sonic works. Yikes.
Hello, Sonic. Do you read me?
It's doing pretty good considering there's no updates or anything. We're just using the emulator and the drivers that I got, which is so far just revision 2, 25. And this part again takes forever to load. I don't know why. Ooh, it's 60. Oh, my bad. Totally forgot about that little guy. There you go. But ooh. Doesn't want to go faster. Oh, I'm out of boost. Amazing. Okay, not bad. I'll try this one. I don't have an update on here. Oh. Well, hold up. Hold up. Okay. This intro like always slows down, but look, like with Sadachi and most recent emulators, it almost plays like full through. There's still stuttering, but it's like almost at 60 now. Before it was like 20, 30. And the clouds are gone. Let me do this. Skip. Oh. Oh. Can't change. Oh, no, I can't change. I've got to put in QB. Jeez. QB. And then. Let's do revision 1. Maybe we'll get the clouds back. Also, the update probably does help it a little more too. Yep, there it is, clouds. Okay. That's revision 1. Gotta remember that. And then there, that's better. Well, it is in dock mode, so I'm taking a toll on it. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, that's a little trick too. That helps. You set it at 400%, then you take the speed limit to 100 off. Just toggle it off, and then it'll just force run it. Sometimes that works, but not always because we're still getting just below 60, but still very playable. All right, 88. So we're dropping percentages. All right, let's do Nishu. And let me make sure all this stuff's on right. Well, we'll keep it off dock mode. QB. Sync off. Sure that's on. Then let's do Mario Kart. And then relay options, thermal indicator. This one's gonna take a toll on it. Watch. Relay toggle controls. Yep. All right, let's. Oh, it's not in dock mode. How about that? 500. Okay. So theoretically, this should just work. All right, come on. Ah. Ain't that a buster? It's okay. I got everything on an SD card. So. All right. In case you didn't know, that's how you do it. You need firmware for this game. 100%. And I think I might need that update too. Nope. But I'm definitely not going to be able to do the DLC or anything. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, hold on, before we start, let me do this. Okay. I mean, God, these damn motion controls. Turn off. Smart steering off. Zoom. Plays about normal. I mean, it's not going to be anything special. Yeah, again, once you start pushing those frames, playing this game like at 60 seems so slow. But it works just fine. Alright. I thought the 500% would push it faster, but again, can only go up to 60. I know people are going to want to see that. That's going to have to wait because those will need to be set up. And this one we'll do last because this video's gone on pretty long. But as you know, it's got to be done through this one. And let's just make sure this one's set up. QA. Okay. While that loads up, we'll do a quick comparison. See if I can do this right here. This is not having volume. My bad. Okay. I mean, you know. Oop, that doesn't start. It's gonna work. I mean, we already did this on the Odin 2 Pro earlier. Oh, maybe not. Let me see what driver I'm using on this one. Oh, of course. I just crashed on my Odin. I updated the app, so maybe that's why. That's okay. Or the Citron. I might have to play around with that again. Drivers. We only need this one. Okay. Man, I don't know if I need to turn up the brightness really. I'll do a little bit. Oop, it's not start. Oops, there you go. Look at the thermals. Let's see where the battery life is. Ooh, only 84. That's not bad. Oh, brother. One. And it crashed. Lovely. What? No. There you go. We're gonna boost that fan, because right now, if it's at 100 degrees, it's, you know, obviously not gonna be the happiest camper running this game. So we're gonna boost up the fan to see if we could bring that down. $11.
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
Man, it looks so good.
In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can.
This isn't dock mode either. This is just 720. But since it's such a small screen, like, it looks great. Oh, see? It's dropping. It was 102, 100. That fan is doing work. And as you can hear, it's loud, but compared to the Evo fan, it's not that bad. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this purchase. I don't know if I would get rid of this in the future. It's hard to say. If the revision comes out and it beats this like in every single way, then yeah, maybe. Because this is more of a gimmick than anything. It is small, but you know, it's not ideal to play like this, especially like a 3D game. And other games, I mean, D-pad's okay, and this left joystick's okay, the buttons are okay, but if you're using something with this, you're gonna have to like get bigger joysticks so you could go like that and be able to move, because holding this down and stuff like that, it's not the best. Oh my god, my bad. Yep, so it works just fine. I don't think I'm gonna get all the way to where I got with the Odin, because this is like a 50-minute video already. But it works, and I'm sure I could put it in dock mode. In fact, let's see if it'll allow me to do that right away. Alright, there you go. Now it's in dock mode. The only reason if it does crash or would crash is because it's at 100 degrees.
You're not half bad.
Power, 82. Not bad. This I'm telling you, the Gen 2 chip is just so good. We're running over 100. Yeah, it's increasing because it went to 1080p.
Then you're interested.
I would probably recommend keeping Switch games at 720 for this little guy because the fan is small and the screen itself gets hot, so it's like it's adding on a bunch of stuff. But I mean, we're here to push. Alright. So this is a dark game. This is a good reason to take advantage of the screen. So let's turn up the resolution here. Or this resolution, the brightness. So look at that. You can see everything clearly now. I couldn't do this on my portal. Well, no, I take that back. I could probably do it on my portal. Just didn't try to. But I have a bright light, and with the bright screen, you can still see everything because of that LED screen. So that's one good use for it. Again, I wouldn't, if you guys are interested, it's worth it. I would buy this used. In some cases, people are reselling these for more than the new price, which I think is ridiculous, but you know, it is what it is. That's why I bought mine new. Skip. See how bright that is? Oh, it hurts. Skip. Go down here. Oh, it crashed. Alright, well that's enough. Yeah, it was getting too hot. Losing power fast. Put on smart. There we go. Let me do this. Got all these emulators open. Also, I just want to show this off really quick. Okay. So if you have an Odin 2 Pro, you could do RAM swap. It's in the Odin 2 settings, not with the Odin tools. This is just on your normal settings. Click that, it'll give you the option. You swap 4 gigs. This is 12 gigs, obviously. It's the white Pro model, so now I have 16, theoretically, gigs of RAM, which does allow you to push the system a little more. And then also in the Odin tools, or not the Odin tools, the Odin settings, did I pass it up? Probably passed it up without noticing. Yeah, right here. Prevent home button accidentally. Just turn that off, and then you only have to press it once. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys got requests, just let me know. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. I got a 512 gig card in here, so I got plenty of space. Tested these emulators out today. Real quick, I'll do a speed test to show you the Wi-Fi capabilities. We're in my office, we're not as close to the router, but it's still pretty good. It is Wi-Fi 7, and as you can see, we're almost getting 1,000 down. And then almost, that's ridiculous for upload speeds, but again, AYN doesn't play. This is from July of last year. This is not the newest technology, and it's still better than most. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you again so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and like I said, I'll get to them as soon as I can, but I'm going to try to just play with this for now and see what else I could get going out of it. You guys take care.